Wednesday night
Freeze! Police!
is bowling night.
Learn to bowl. You've got 15 minutes.
For the oldest rookie. Then
We have to bring you to your knees.
there are some who live for the death of civilization.
Terror has come to America.
Pray. Telly Savalas guest stars on the 2-hour season premiere of The Equalizer.
Anybody who's going to kill him, it's going to be me.
Wednesday on CBS.
Thursday. Before we can put Vietnam behind us, we have to face it, experience the powerful season premiere of Tour of Duty. And TV Guide calls it a standout, absorbing, satisfying. Ken Wall's undercover to blow the lid off organized crime in the season premiere of Wise Guy.
This is CBS.
Coming up on News Center 10 p.m., a protest in Phoenix tonight against a presidential nominee to the Supreme Court.
Plus, the Mecum recall movement pushes on despite the lack of support of a big-name newspaper.
The Caribbean Carnival is underway in Phoenix, and it's a celebration. I'm Steve Kraft, and I'll take you to the party.
This is J.D. Hayworth live at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, where the ASU's home opener is going pretty much as expected. All today's top stories, plus the winning lottery numbers, up next on News Center 10 p.m.
Hi, I just moved in next door. Could I borrow a Diet Pepsi?
Sure. Yes.
Be right with you.
When you go all out for taste, the taste to go out for is Diet Pepsi.
You okay in there?
Here's your Diet Pepsi.
Thanks. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all.
Diet Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
She loved me, and she's gone. Did I invent her? The secrets in her twilight eyes, the whispers at my bedside, her arms, her mouth, saved me. But how? Her amber hair and all the smell of it. She's deep in my blood, the only woman I'll ever love.
Love is child's play. Once you've learned obsession, Calvin Klein's obsession.
Ah, the smell of it.
At Broadway Southwest.
People call on Thrifty Car Rental for lots of different reasons. When your car is in the shop, call on Thrifty for rates as low as $14.95 a day. Or a full-size luxury car for that special occasion as low as $29.95 a day. For that family trip, call on Thrifty for a Voyager van, just $39.95 a day. Thrifty can put lots of cars in your garage and save you lots of money, too. We live up to our name. We're Thrifty.
We got the car you need. Call Thrifty.
Wheel of Fortune, Sunday night at 6:30 on TV 10.
News Center 10 p.m. With Ron Hoon and Diane Ryan, Jim Schneebelt with weather, J.D. Hayworth with sports, and the team from News Center 10.
Good evening. The Sunday papers are just off the presses, and what is printed inside may surprise some Arizonans.
The Arizona Republican tomorrow's edition is coming out against the Mecum recall movement. Now, this is a copy of the Sunday paper, and as you can see on the editorial page, the headline reads, "Recall, Mecum warts and all." The editorial concludes, quote, "Evan Mecum, warts and all, is preferable to the recall, which is little more than a banana republic revolution without the fireworks." Today, recall workers were saying they thought the editorial wouldn't undermine their movement. They were out in force, collecting signatures and drawing attention to their cause. Newspaper publisher Pat Murphy told us today here at News Center 10 that while the governor has done some embarrassing and unpopular things, the offenses are not so serious as to warrant a recall. The governor himself seemed pleased with the Republic's position, saying he thinks it was a responsible action for the newspaper to take.
Phoenix police tonight are searching for a gunman who fired 4 shots into a car, killing a man. Detectives say the car was making a left turn at the intersection of 51st Avenue and Thomas last night when the shooting occurred. The driver says she and another passenger heard the shots, then saw their companion, 25-year-old Hector Robles, slump down in the seat. Robles was driven to the hospital, and there he was pronounced dead. Police say it appears to have been a random shooting, and no suspects have been found so far. And police are looking for a murderer who escaped this evening from the state prison in Florence. 52-year-old Anthony Marino is missing from the highest security area, cell block 6. Marino has escaped before one time, although authorities believe that he still may be hiding in the prison compound. Marino is serving a life sentence on a conviction in another state.
A former college professor in Yuma was arrested today after sheriff's officials say 100 marijuana plants were found in his home. Lee Forstner, who used to teach at Arizona Western College, had been under investigation for 7 months before today's arrest. Officials say the plants at his home had a street value of nearly $750,000. Well, Supreme Court nominee Robert Bork's confirmation hearings ended in Washington today. Bork ended the 5 days of testimony promising to uphold the law of the land and not to carry out a personal, political, or social agenda. He told the Senate Judiciary Committee he shouldn't be judged by criticism of previous Supreme Court decisions.
I think the difference is my role. As a judge, I accept lines of precedent that I criticized as a professor. And that is a shift in my role rather than a shift in everything I've ever thought.
Now, 4 members of the Senate panel remain undecided about whether or not Mr. Bork should receive committee approval. That includes a critical vote from Arizona Senator Dennis DeConcini.
Stability or non-predictability of Judge Bork is the biggest single question I have when you put it all together.
You have made significant shifts in accordance with this testimony, which I think candidly has to be evaluated.
President Reagan late today telephoned Bork to commend him on his testimony during the 5 days of hearings.
Meanwhile, here in Phoenix, folks gathered to protest Bork's nomination. First Institutional Baptist Church was the setting as at least 50 people rallied against Bork. Among the many speakers at tonight's event was California Assemblymember Maxine Walters.
To network and share information and organize to try and stop what could be a catastrophe in our history.
Arizona Senator Dennis DeConcini returns from Washington tomorrow and could have more comments on the review committee's options.
Well, with the tentative arms agreement with the Soviet Union assured, President Reagan is taking some of the credit for the Kremlin's softened position. On his way to Camp David this weekend, Mr. Reagan called the agreement historic. He used his weekly radio address to reassure conservatives about U.S. safety.
I made it clear to the Soviet foreign minister that I will not sacrifice our SDI program. Indeed, yesterday we announced that we're moving forward on SDI to demonstrate and validate 6 promising technologies.
An agreement with the Soviets could be signed this fall, most likely at a superpower summit in Washington, D.C.
Pope John Paul ended his second-day tour today, but his message of worldwide need for peace and justice will remain in the minds of thousands of Americans. Detroit was the pontiff's last stop on his tour, where he celebrated Mass at the Pontiac Silverdome. Vice President Bush attended the Pope's final Mass and then saw him off to the airport. From here, the pontiff heads to Canada before traveling back home to the Vatican in Rome.
And later, we will see highlights, and there are plenty of them, of tonight's ASU home football opener.
And we'll take you to Chandler for a marriage where the ring bearer and the flower girl were 3 times as old as the bride and groom.
But first, we'll have the weather forecast for the last few days of summer. Stay with us.
This week's winning numbers in the Arizona Pick.
Hi, we're almond growers, and these are our world-famous Blue Diamond Smokehouse almonds. Many people say they're the best-tasting snack on earth.
Blue Diamond Smokehouse Almonds.
A can a week. That's all we ask.
It's hard to know just what the future has in store for you and the people you care about. But at least you can eliminate some concerns about your health through Your Blood, a program that lets you and your family put aside blood for that day in the future when you may really need it. Your Blood. Call us or ask your doctor about it.
How much longer till we get there?
About 20 minutes.
Anti-lock brakes, internationally patented suspension.
uncanny control. Conventional luxury sedans are built to survive accidents. The BMW 528e is built to avoid them.
Let's see if they're okay.
See your authorized Valley BMW dealers for a thorough test drive.
Insurance companies, big, powerful, with hundreds of professional claims adjusters. Most of us are no match negotiating with insurance companies. To successfully settle your injury claim requires preparation, skill, knowledge, and experience. That's why you should have Solomon, Rellahan, and Blake negotiate on your behalf. Remember, there are no attorney's fees unless they recover for you.
Solomon, Rellahan, and Blake. Offices valley-wide. 263-0183.
This is the last weekend of summer, but the weather has been kind of nice, not our normal typical summer temperatures of 110.
Although I have the feeling that if Diane wants to really find fall, she's going to have to go about 2.5 hours north to Flag.
It was cool up in the mountains this morning. 35 up at Flagstaff for a low temperature up there this morning. But it looks like we'll be warming up a little bit here in the valley, probably up to 100 tomorrow and a little bit warmer than that the next few days. Not quite that warm today. Officially 99 degrees, a pair of nines for a high temperature. The morning low 74. Normals for the day pretty close to that, 98 and 70. And the record 107 from 1962 and 54 from 1965. Right now 86 degrees, wind is calm, humidity 23%. The dew point 43, rain 1,700, 7 inch below normal. We've had 4.7 inches so far this year. And the barometer 29.88 and rising. The air quality numbers were not a problem today. Carbon monoxide in the good range at 37. Ozone in the moderate range at 73. And the high temperatures across the state looked like this. 70s and 80s in the high country, 90s and a little bit over 100 in some of the desert spots. 103 at Yuma for the hot spot in Arizona. And we do have some clouds in the eastern part of the state, also down in the southeast. That's about it, though. The rain has all died out tonight. Earlier this afternoon and into the early evening, there were some light showers down in the southeastern corner of Arizona, down around Bisbee and Douglas, but they're gone now. We do have some clouds up above the rim, up on the northeast plateau, but clear skies to the west of us and lots of sunshine in the forecast here for the next several days. Back east, a storm system swirling around in the Great Lakes. You can see the center of it right there over Lake Michigan. There was actually a tornado this afternoon near Milwaukee, which is fairly unusual for this time of year, and a very strong cold front pushing eastward, causing showers and thunder showers along the Gulf Coast and the mid-Atlantic coast. You can see a lot of medium to light rain on the east coast, stretching on up across Pennsylvania, New York, some light showers and cool, drizzly weather in the Great Lakes into Minnesota. And look at the temperatures up there today, 50s and 60s for afternoon highs. 62 in Des Moines today, 69 in Chicago, 73 in Detroit. In the west, a little bit warmer. We're going to see a real warming trend throughout the next several days here in the 80s all the way up into Dakota, in the Idaho today, and probably all the way up into the Dakotas and Montana the next couple of days. Blythe was today's hot spot, and Gunnison the cold spot this morning at 15. For our state tomorrow morning, this is the way our lows will look. The mid-70s in the lower deserts, fairly comfortable. 36 tonight at Flagstaff. Probably some frost up there. About 104 in the hot desert spots tomorrow, near 100 for us, 70s and 80s in the high country. Lots of sunshine right on through the early part of the week, along with a little bit of a warming trend by Wednesday, the first day of fall, about 103. And then cooler and maybe a little bit of storm activity by Thursday. In the meantime, tonight's valley forecast, clear skies, light winds, 75 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny and warm, the high near 100. And for Monday, mostly sunny, a high of 101. And a low of 76. So it looks like more of the same.
More of the same. Thanks, Jim.
Just ahead, we'll take you to a celebration in Phoenix with plenty of flair.
Oh, Steve Kraft can show us where they are absolutely dancing the night away tonight.
You know, thousands of people are boogieing the night away here at Park Central Mall. We'll take you to the scene coming up next. Stay with us.
All this luxury, including 3 bedrooms for about the same monthly cost as an apartment. Your own top-of-the-line, spacious Schultz manufactured home. Great for singles, families, and golden agers. Schultz homes can be customized to your needs. Master bedroom suites away from the kids. Elegant marble baths and garden spa tubs. Fireplaces, vaulted ceilings, bay windows, drywall construction, and energy-saving features, all with exceptional warranties. Schultz Homes, pleasing people since 1934. Factory tours and model homes. Call 247-4647 for the dealer nearest you.
It's closeout time at your 4-star Pontiac dealers. That means 1.9% financing or up to $700 cash back from Pontiac. It just makes sense. To make room for the 88s, we must sell the 87s now. Prices have never been lower, and today you can get 1.9% financing or up to $700 cash back from Pontiac. And still available, the Korean-built Le Mans for only $59.95 at Culliver in North Phoenix, Sun in Mesa, Bud Deck in Scottsdale, and Showcase in Phoenix.
Safeway gives you an honest deal and Safeway savings right now in our 12-page newspaper ad. You'll find great buys on Coke, Best Foods mayonnaise, and Lucerne yogurt. Enjoy farm fresh produce, iceberg lettuce, and Washington State red delicious apples. Reward yourself with a treat from Safeway's deli or bake shop. Find reduced prices on Ortega and Old El Paso and sizzling savings on your favorites from the freezer. See our newspaper ad for page after page of savings at Safeway, where you get an honest deal every day.
Pizza Hut brings you something you couldn't get in a double pizza deal before. A famous pan pizza. Announcing Pizza Hut pairs. 2 medium cheese pan pizzas for only $10.99. And just $1.29 per topping covers both pizzas. That's right, a double pizza deal on our famous pan pizza. Pizza Hut pairs. 2 medium cheese pan pizzas for just $10.99. Available for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. It's a great price on a great pan pizza.
Hey, well, there's a party on Saturday night. Steve Kraft's going to find that Latin rhythms, they are in order tonight at the 8th Annual Caribbean Carnival out of Park Central Mall.
Now, Steve Kraft is at the event, which is actually a charity fundraiser. Steve?
It's a good time out here. You know, we're on the roof of the Park Central Mall parking lot here in Central Phoenix, where there are about 4,000 people having, as we said, a really good time. They've been having a Caribbean Carnival every year since 1981, each year a bit bigger than the last. When you think of Goldwater's or any of the stores at Park Central Mall, you don't usually think of the exotic, faraway Caribbean. But tonight you can, because the Caribbean Carnival brings the thunderous calypso beat and the pungent flavors of the islands to Phoenix's Central Corridor. The Carnival is a chance for people all around the valley to dress in a way they usually get a chance to only on Halloween. And there's entertainment for kids of all ages. Ask a veteran carnival goer what it's all about, and you'll get this answer.
It's about a festivity. It's about gala. It's about happiness. It's about people coming together.
It's also about $10 to $12 to get in, not counting food and drink. But the money's for a good cause, the nonprofit Alwyn House, which helps bring the arts to Phoenix. So it's not your average fundraiser.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity for the community itself to come in and to enjoy the ambiance, the music, the performance.
One of the people enjoying these things tonight is the mayor of Phoenix, who came ready to party. Mayor Goddard, you have a wild Caribbean outfit on tonight.
Well, yeah, I let it all hang out.
I should talk, right? Anyhow, this party's going to go on until about 1 in the morning, and come on down here because the Bone Daddies are going to show up. They're from the West Coast, one of the leading world rhythm groups around the country right now, a really hot act, and worth seeing. It's a good party.
That may get the mayor dancing up there.
That.
Thanks,
yes,
Steve.
Thank you. A celebration of a different sort for Britain's royal couple. Prince Andrew and his wife, Sarah Ferguson, continued their first visit to America since their marriage. The royal couple attended a charity benefit in Greenwich, Connecticut today. The ceremony included a wildlife exhibit and a 12-foot-long python. It seemed Fergie was somewhat unnerved by the snake, and her husband explained that they're just not used to them.
As you and I are, and they're just looking at it. Coming up, a unique marriage in Chandler.
But next, J.D. Hayworth with sports from Sun Devil Stadium.
Well, Miss Di, let me tell you, a little less than 2 minutes remain in ASU's home opener, and things look mighty good for the Sun Devils. Back to talk about this home opener and more football when News Center 10 p.m. continues.
Strenuous testing like this has led Mazda to have so much confidence in their cars and trucks that they've got a new bumper-to-bumper warranty for 36 months or 50,000 miles. I'd say that's doing things the Mazda way.
A better warranty like this comes from our intense commitment to your total satisfaction. That's the Mazda way.
Get a great deal at your Valley Mazda dealer in Glendale, Mesa, Phoenix, and Scottsdale.
Lucky is celebrating the new look of our Arizona stores with the Wheel of Fortune game. Stop by for your free game card with 4 puzzle solutions inside. Then check the weekly solutions posted in store. If a posted solution matches one on your card, you win up to $1,000. So, next time you're out for a spin, whoa, wheel away low price savings and play Wheel of Fortune and Lucky, still the low price leader.
Dear Mervyn's, I don't shop at the store very often. But you know that cute girl that you got in men's clothes, the one with all the red hair. Well, she remembered me the other day by name, and I want to tell you I'm impressed. John Thompson, L.A., California.
Sincerely yours, Mervyn's.
Honks for 100. Top Gun. Who is Tom Cruise? Okay, Butch Cassidy in the Sundance. Thor Newman in Redford. All right, it's time for the audio daily double. All right. Born in the U.S. Who is Bruce Springsteen?
Who cares?
I'd like to be in Final Jeopardy with him.
Watch for the new season of Jeopardy this fall on TV 10.
Well, they scheduled Pacific, and I think the fans got just about what they expected tonight out of Tempe.
I think so. More than they expected, probably.
Not exactly a mystery, and not exactly a performance that was stellar for the Sun Devils. In fact, the game continues. Less than a minute remaining. Arizona State leading Pacific 31-6. Let's show you some outstanding performances, though, early on in this ball game, and I think of one gentleman in particular, Mr. Channing Williams, the fullback. Here early on, the 3-yard plunge for the touchdown. Point after makes it 7-0. Arizona State. Sun Devils running good. Take a gander at Darrell Harris right here. He picks up 17 yards, and that sets up yet another impressive scamper by Mr. Williams. Here's Channing one more time. This time for 34 yards in the touchdown. A 14-0 Sun Devil lead. And as I tell you now, in the fourth quarter, you see the score with 47 seconds remaining. It's Arizona State 31, Pacific 6. Now, let's come back and talk about another game that transpired tonight down in Tucson. The Wildcats of the U of A now have the Kit Carson rifle in their possession because they took care of New Mexico. Show you how that happened down in Tucson. Let's begin with this impressive pass play. Bobby Waters to Alonzo Washington. Now watch Alonzo pick up the blocking down the the left sideline. I have plenty of time to correct myself because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 94-yard touchdown run on the pass play, the longest in U of A history. And you add in there a Gary Costan field goal from 23 yards, 20-0 to U of A. And as we check our Arizona scoreboard, we show you the Wildcats win it 20-9 over the Lobos. Also tonight, Northern Arizona comes from behind to take care of Montana. The final there, 24-17. Well, let's talk about Southern Cal and Boston College. And Rodney Peete throws it here to John Jackson. A 52-yard touchdown pass, 23-10 Trojans. Larry Miller, in his second game as the Trojan coach, records his first win as USC takes it over Boston College, 23-17. Now, let's talk about some other action that happened today. Oregon versus Ohio State. Buckeye quarterback Tommy Tupa here, hooking up with George Cooper. Cooper finds his way into the end zone in Columbus. It's 17-0 Buckeyes. Then, less than 4 minutes left in the contest. Take a gander at Vince Workman. Cutting back here, taking it in. 24-7 Ohio State. Buckeyes go on to win 24-14. I have to turn the magic page along, and I will tell you dramatics at Death Valley today. Frank Howard Field, Clemson against Georgia. Final seconds of this ball game. You will see David Treadwell. There's the spot, the kick, and Clemson defeats Georgia 21-20 this afternoon at Death Valley. The big surprise in the Southeastern Conference, though, this game, Florida and Alabama. Look at Emmitt Smith. Mercy, he is off to the races, and the Gators were snapping. Close out with another run by Smith. Florida over Alabama, 23-14. Here comes the top 20. Number 4 LSU over Rice substantially. South Carolina and Miami rescheduled for later in the season, though it appeared on the top 20 board tonight. Memphis State falls to number 7 Florida State. And how about Lou Holtz and his Fighting Irish? Notre Dame big over number 17 Michigan State, 31-8. Texas A&M surprises those number 10 Huskies of Washington, 29-12 the final there. Arkansas 30, Tulsa 15. UCLA coming back after that week against Nebraska, the final. The number 13 Bruins win it 17-0 over the Bulldogs of Fresno State. Also, here is an upset. No need to adjust your set. The Owls of Temple over the Pitt Panthers tonight, 24-21. No surprise. Number 19, Michigan, knocks off Washington State 44-18. And how about the Nittany Lions? Coming off that loss to the Crimson Tide last week, Joe Paterno's Chargers take care of the UC Bearcats 41-0. We've got some Pac-10 scores to pass along to you, and we'll take a look at those right now. You see Colorado over Stanford 31-17. You also see the Golden Gophers of Minnesota with a comeback win over the Golden Bears of California 32-23. And tonight, Oregon State edges San Jose State. There's the final. Actually, let me update this. I have 36-34 Oregon State. I'll ask my producers back there to correct me if I'm wrong, but I have the Beavers coming out with a win in that game. So there may be hope for you Oregon State fans. There is baseball, and I'm told now I am right. The Beavers did win it. Disregard the score you saw on the board. Baseball to talk about, Yanks and Blue Jays. Fred McGriff, not to be confused with a crime dog, belts this one. It's 2-1 Toronto. But Ricky Henderson steps up, a little check swing motif here. It's a Texas leaguer that drops into shallow right, brings home Mike Pagliarulo. You see the final. The Yanks win 4-2. It does not bode well for the Blue Jays because go to Tiger Stadium. You see the pasture out there. The guy you didn't see was Chet Lemon. He belted the home run, but here's the guy. Take a good long look at this buckaroo. It's Darrell Evans. He's 40 years old, and he hits the ball well over 400 feet into the upper deck at Tiger Stadium. And so the Tigers now enjoy a game-and-a-half lead in the American League East by virtue of a 5-2 win this evening over the Milwaukee Brewers. Looking on down the list, the Twins take care of the Tribe 3-1. The White Sox coming back, beating Seattle 10-8. Boston and Baltimore rained out. They'll play 2 tomorrow in Baltimore. How about this? Oakland over Kansas City 9-5. Mark McGwire hits his 46th. Texas, it took 10 for the Rangers to beat the Angels 4-3. National League, those Giants just continue to lengthen their lead in the West 5-1 over the Redlegs. 5-4 final. Mets come back against the Bucks. On down the list we go to show you Montreal over Philadelphia and St. Louis over Chicago, and I believe a couple of other tallies we can pass along now as we pop them up. Took 14 for the Padres to beat Houston 2-1 and a 7-3 final, or pardon me, it's in the 8th, and this should be Los Angeles over Atlanta rather than St. Louis. A couple of minor adjustments to make, but all in all, that's the situation. And with 30 seconds remaining, ASU enjoys a 31-12 lead over Pacific.
Nothing wrong with a little fine-tuning. Thank you, J.D.
Wedding bells were ringing in Chandler this afternoon.
Today's wedding had some extra help, and we will share some of the excitement with you next.
My friends at Chapman Chevrolet in Tempe have been named the #1 Chevrolet Good Times van conversion dealer in America. And to celebrate, you can have a full-size, long-wheelbase Good Times Chevy van for just $17,599 with no money down. And this one's got more equipment than I have time. Dual air, V8 tilt, 4 captain's chairs, stereo sofa bed, and power everything. Best of all, monthly payments are only $305.98. Come see my friends at Chapman Chevrolet, Baseline and McClintock in Tempe. They're #1 for good times.
My lucky number is 7. I was born at 7 a.m. on 7/7/47.
Time to go.
Even my car's a 77. Now the lottery has a new game called 7 Card Cash with all instant prizes. The odds are so good, I bought 7 tickets.
Honey.
7 Card Cash has over $4 million in all instant prizes, including thousands worth $50 or more. Thousands. I'm in 7th heaven.
Honey.
Guess I'll have to wait to see if I've won. Gotta take care of number 7. Come on, darling.
Hi, we're almond growers. Now is the perfect time of year to have or attend an almond roast. We've put everything you'll need right here in this handy almond roast kit. That's right. That's right. This kit is so complete, the almonds are already roasted. Yay! The forks are not included.
Blue Diamond almonds, roasted and 7 other great tastes.
Don't you wish you had some right now?
We wish you had some right now.
A can a week, that's all we ask.
What's so different about Arby's new Chicken Club sandwich? The slice of Swiss? The crispy bacon? The fresh lettuce? How about the juicy tomatoes? The creamy mayo? What makes it different is the chicken. Roast chicken, not fried. Something no other fast food place has. So come into Arby's for the only roast chicken club sandwich around and taste the Arby's difference.
Well, we may have the most unique wedding in the Valley this year to report to you tonight. It happened in Chandler at the Autumn Years Care Center, where Greg Schaefer and Monica Cage tied the knot in a ceremony before friends. Those friends were the dozens of people who they care for at the center. While Greg and Monica are 24 and 18, their flower girl was 86, the ring bearer 91. Couple sealed it all with a kiss. Mr. and Mrs. Schaefer are honeymooning tonight. And how can you beat a send-off like that with a gorgeous choir? They may have a career ahead of themselves yet, the Autumn Care Choir. That's our newscast for 10 on Saturday night. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Between love and madness lies obsession. Calvin Klein's Obsession.
Ah, the feel of it.
At Broadway Southwest.
We're the only Ford dealer in the city that offers the Auto Butler road service. If you lock your keys in the car, and rather than breaking a window or using a coat hanger, all the bad experiences people have had, they come out, open the car, make sure you're on your way, and no charge. You run out of gas, they put gas in the car, but the battery's dead 24 hours a day, over and above the Ford warranty, to say thank you for buying from Sanderson Ford.
Running smooth and silent, Exxon, Exxon. Running strong and sure, Exxon, Exxon. Running smooth and easy, running with the tiger.
When you buy Exxon gasoline, count on the convenience of your Exxon credit card or pay cash and save with Exxon's discount for cash.
Running smooth and easy, the tiger. Exxon.
Entertainment this week, Sunday night at 10:30 on TV 10. Good evening and welcome to the Big Ten Movie. Tonight, Debbie Reynolds and Andy Griffith star in The Second Time Around.